The One Hunnit Podcast. We're back, Remy.
We back, baby.
Lindsay Whalen on the show today.
WNBA All-Time Wins leader.
And you're going to eat some beans. It's going to be a good show.
We've been in rehab, though.
That's okay.
Because you can't hit.
Hey, what's up? This is Byron Buxton from the Minnesota Twins, and you're listening to the One Hunnit Podcast.
I can hit just fine.
0 for 3.
You're in the One Hunnit Podcast. Let's keep it 100 now.
Yo, what's up? This is Greg Jennings, and you're listening to the One Hunnit Podcast.
Hey, man, you were playing mini golf with Greg Jennings yesterday?
Hey, look at me. I'm Joe.
What was that all about? You're playing with Greg Jennings mini golf now?
Saturday.
What is this bromance? How is this developed?
I tried to find a sport I could beat him at.
Oh, yeah, and how'd that go?
I was 0 for 3.
You got rocked on the mini golf course.
I had him until the 17th when I hit all the bolts and the ball came flying off the mini green. That's a stroke penalty.
I've seen you putt. It literally looks like a sumo wrestler is trying to putt with a pin. It's just not a comfortable look.
Where are your clubs?
I sold them.
You retired.
I retired a number of years ago.
Apparently you retired from working out too.
I'm back in the gym.
You texted me.
Yeah.
You want to learn some stuff.
No, I look good. No. I don't want to learn anything from you. I watch YouTube if I want to learn anything about being in the gym. But if you want to get up on me about my male physique, that's fine. I'll take advice.
You look good.
I do look good.
Except for that great clips haircut.
Hey, that's going to change, though.
That's going to change.
Because after the show, not today, but tomorrow morning.
Yep.
That's Tuesday morning, July 25th, if you're listening late. We're going to be heading on down to St. Paul to your boy.
Details Barber Lounge. My man Ant Chapman is going to put something in your head.
I lost a bet. It's not good. This is not good.
2 bets.
No, it's not like that.
So here's the deal. You do have a great clips haircut, and it is terrible.
Yeah, and Great Clips, if you want to sponsor this segment, we'll take your money, but it's going to pay for our haircut somewhere else, because, man, that was bad.
I'm telling you, my man Ant Chapman said to tell you, did you intentionally go to Great Clips as a full-grown adult?
That's not cool, man. Stop doing that.
Exactly. He's going to take you. First of all, he's going to fix you up.
Yeah.
So you're going to look good.
I'm going to look good.
And then he's going to put...
Yeah. What would you call this? This is like...
a mistake.
Ashley, my girlfriend, basically my wife, I live with her, right?
Yeah.
We have a baby together.
Baby Rose. Shout out.
Well, Ashley's like, you look like Beaker from the Muppets.
That's good.
It's true, too. I look exactly like that
You
stupid
should
dog.
take that compliment and run. Because it looks... literally, we were snapping back and forth. Yeah. What happened?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't want the music anymore.
I know.
I wanted LeBron to laugh at me.
Well, you deserve it. He might be laughing when Kyrie comes to Minnesota, though. What about that?
Well, I'll debate about that any day of the week. But when I get that Hunnit put in my hair tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'll probably look real fresh when we're down talking to Delvin Cook at training camp this week.
Yeah. Ooh, teaser?
Teaser.
My man.
We're going to training camp on Wednesday.
Here's the deal,
Like it
man.
or not, we're going to get Delvin Cook.
Here's the deal. We've been away for a week and a half. The first week we took off, you were in rehab because you were 0-for in wiffle ball, and then you were 0-for in your ACGDEFD alumni baseball game. So you are the opposite of our beast mode of the week. You have a no-game hit streak.
Why does coffee got to get so cold in these Moscow Mule cups?
Those copper mugs keep things cold.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But you went to rehab, so we've been gone. And then we had to wait on our guest today because she couldn't come Friday. So we said, let's wait till Monday.
Yeah.
Because she's a big deal.
Lindsay Whalen. She's coming up on the show. Stay
right.
tuned.
Stay tuned.
We got a lot of good bits coming up, including this one right here, debate mode.
Debate.
And with training camp, man, we're back in football mode. And this is hardcore talker season.
Right.
But I don't want to get into it like, oh, who's got the better offensive line? Who's got the better defensive line? Let's just simplify it. Let's look big picture. Who wins the NFC North this year? We're going to break down every single division.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to start with the division that is closest to my heart.
But let's leverage that a little bit. We're not going to break down every division. We're not going to be those guys.
No, we're not going to.
We're going to leverage debate mode to argue about who's going to win it and why.
Yeah, win the division.
Starting with the North.
Yeah.
Because that's your division.
Okay, well, let's immediately eliminate the Bears because they're a non-factor.
And they drafted Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky, who is absolute crap.
That is still one
What
of
is
the
wrong with
worst
people?
picks I've ever seen in my life.
I can't believe that. And if he turns out to be a good quarterback, because honestly, I don't think he's even going to be an average quarterback, but if he's good, that's like the smartest pick ever.
God, I hope it doesn't come back to bite us like the Lonzo Ball criticism we did.
Lonzo Ball sucks still.
He was only the Summer League MVP.
No, Tyus Jones was the Summer League MVP 2 years ago.
Fair enough.
Yeah, look where he's at. He's a backup player in the NBA. I love Tyus, though. And we're going to talk about him with Lindsay Whalen, too, because they're pretty close, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But NFC North, here's why the Vikings win.
All right.
It's not a homer pick either.
It really is.
No, if you look at last year, that 5-0 start the Vikings had, and then on the day my beautiful baby Monroe was born, they went to 5-0 with a blowout win over the Houston Texans. They went 3-8 rest of the season because they had a lot of injuries, the offensive line sucked, and the defense just wasn't consistent enough down the stretch. But that 5-0, that's the team they were supposed to be, and that's the team they're going to be this year because Adrian's gone, Dalvin Cook's in the house, Latavius Murray's going to get healthy, the wide receiving core is going to be better because Laquan Treadwell is healthy, Stephon Diggs got hurt after like week 4 last week. There were so many problems the Vikings had last year. Well, guess what? Those problems are gone, and if they stay healthy, they're that 5-0 team that was going to win 12 or 13 games last year.
Stay in your lane.
Book it, me boy.
So I agree with you on one thing. Get
What?
rid of the Bears.
Yeah, okay.
It's a 3-team race.
Yeah.
And after what my Falcons did to the Packers, that secondary is brutal.
I know.
And it didn't get any better.
Well, they drafted some dude named Kevin King, but he's a rookie.
Doesn't
and you know how
matter.
that goes in the NFL.
Exactly.
It doesn't work out right away for corners.
Listen, man, my pick for this division, to me, has the best quarterback in the division in Matthew Stafford, who
Well, all right.
ironically got gangrene from being bit by a bulldog.
That's the dumbest thing anyone said ever. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the division, and it's not even close.
Aaron Rodgers of what year?
Any year. Matthew Stafford,
Listen.
the best in the division. Are you on drugs?
Listen, we're not debating the quarterbacks. This is my take.
God.
The Lions win the division because, to
Dumb
me,
take.
they have the best quarterback in the division.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers have big-time secondary issues. The Vikings have a brutal offensive line. You went and signed probably the worst player on the Carolina Panthers team.
What?
To try to help Sam Bradford, who, by the way, is in the conversation with Mitchell Trubisky as the worst quarterback in the division. He's bad.
No juice.
He's awful. Now, I love Dalvin Cook, but he ain't enough, man. I love the defense, too, and I love the coach and all one of his eyes.
You know who's going to lead the NFL in
But my
sacks?
pick is the Detroit Lions. This is the year, baby, that Matthew Stafford, who is about to be the highest paid player in NFL history, by the way, he's about to take over what Derek Carr just did.
And then Aaron
The Lions are going to the playoffs. The Lions are winning the division.
No, there's two teams that matter in this division. The Lions are not one of them. You'll
You're
find
crazy.
out quickly.
You're crazy.
No running game. Matthew Stafford will get hurt. Their offensive line is the best in the division. I'll give you that. But their defense stinks. They're just not that good.
They're better than the Packers defense.
No, the most complete team in the division is Minnesota because they fixed their one glaring weakness, and that was offensive line.
They didn't fix it. How'd they fix it?
They brought in new players and
Who?
drafted a guy
Who?
from Ohio State, Pat Elflein, who's going to
Right.
start and make an immediate impact.
You brought in the guy who almost got Cam Newton killed single-handedly.
No, that's not true.
And you're going to plug him in at right tackle
No.
and say, help Sam Bradford, who, by the way, doesn't have the mobility of Cam Newton.
And we took
he
Riley
may
Reif.
not make it out of week 2.
Stole him from Detroit, Riley Reif. Three upgrades on an offensive line that was garbage.
If you ever call Mike Rimmers an upgrade,
He
on
was. Did you see T.J. Clemmings play?
did T.J. Clemmings have a breath? Could he get down in a 3-point stance?
No, basically no.
Okay, then. You lose.
Pathetic performance.
By who?
Who do you think's going to win the division? Detroit?
I think Detroit.
Who finishes second?
Minnesota.
Why?
Because I think they have a great defense. And I think a great defense can make up for a lot of the offensive woes. The Packers have a good offense, but that secondary is brutal. The Falcons just scored again.
Yeah, that defense is
It's
absolute
bad.
crap.
It's bad.
But Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. Jordy Nelson's fully removed from an ACL. Randall Cobb was great down the stretch last year. I don't think Ty Montgomery's all that bad at running back.
But I think you're right, though. I think Minnesota has the most room margin for error.
I think so. Yeah.
They're deeper, and they have the best defense in the division, easily.
I was reading some stuff from Sports Illustrated the other day, and Green Bay's interior offensive line is basically a poop fest.
It's bad.
Like it's going to get absolutely killed. So Aaron Rodgers, if he gets dinged up just a little bit and loses some mobility, see you later, dude. You're going to be hurt. You're going to be hurt in no time. We've seen him before where he gets absolutely murdered behind a bad offensive line, and that team's just not the same. Now, they've won 5 out of 6 division championships and have gotten to the playoffs 8 years in a row. We like that, obviously, if you're a Packer fan.
Coming to an end.
But honestly, that team has 1 or 2 injuries away from being absolute garbage. And you can say that about a lot of teams in the NFL. But I think the Vikings do have the most room for error.
Next week, NFC South.
Okay, we'll talk about your squad.
Cause I'm in beast mode. Give me those beats, I eat those. All day, I don't sleep, look. I don't even know what I got sheets for.
Come on.
Beast mode. No juice.
So I did that.
Beast Mode, man. Who we got this week?
Man, let me set the stage here.
Okay.
We just came out of the All-Star break,
Yeah.
but we got to go back before that to find our beast mode. Why don't we just call it the month of July?
Okay, that's fine.
You
We
know what I'm
haven't
saying?
been here since July 8th.
Yeah, well, it's been a while.
Yeah.
We took our All-Star break.
Yeah, we were on All-Star
we're back
break.
from the break.
And then a vacation.
Listen, man, beast mode of the week, you're thinking big, bad, burly, just beast, right?
Yeah.
Thinking beast.
Yeah, like big stud.
Right, but not this week,
A
baby.
lot of muscle.
Our guy this week is 5'4".
Line drive right field. Here's the charging Saunders. It gets by him. Goes to the wall. Altuve will get to third base. Saunders tried for a great catch, and it really backfired on him. Altuve to third with 2 outs in the inning.
Jose Altuve, Houston Astros.
My
Dude.
goodness.
Okay, what did you say? He's upped his batting average from what to what in the last, 3 weeks?
So since July the 1st, which, by the way, he didn't have a hit, ironically, on July the 1st.
Right.
Batting, the streak started on the 2nd.
15-game hitting streak.
He was hitting .326.
Okay.
Today, Nelly, Jose Altuve is hitting .358.
I've been rocking this beast mode thing.
In this month, how many hits does he have?
I don't know how many hits he has, but check this out. In his 15-game hitting streak since July 22nd, here's this game-by-game hit total.
I'm going to do some math real quick. Go.
1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4.
34.
Oh, my God.
He's got 34 hits, Joe, in a month where there was a 4-day break.
He's gone.
And a
Beast
month
mode.
where there's still 6 days left in the month.
Beast mode.
Dude, Jose Altuve, you know what he is?
He's a...
He's a beast. He's a beast.
He's a beast. Oh, my God, dude. That dude is an absolute freaking
Check this out before
monster.
you stop it. Check this out. He's got 34 hits in 71 at-bats. His on-base percentage in this month is .526. His average this month is .479.
Oh, my God.
And to stab us right in the heart even more, my friend, 11 of those 34 hits, 33% for those counting at home, of those 34 hits have come against your Twins
Beast mode.
or my Braves.
Oh, what are the odds of that? But
My
for every
goodness.
beast, man, there's got to be a least.
And they could win it every week.
These guys could win it every single week.
What a bunch of clowns.
These guys are the worst. Do you know any of these guys? You want to know who we're talking about?
I kind of know one.
Yeah. Our least mode of the week,
Who are
Green Bay Packers owners, which is basically the general public.
Why did you just call them owners? Just
Because
say
they think
nerds.
they're own. They paid like $30 for this.
yeah, but they flashed a little piece of paper
Yeah, it's
around.
like toilet paper, right? You wipe
Yeah.
your butt with that, flush it down the toilet. But Packers shareholders on Monday this week, so today, as we record the show, those idiots, more than 8,000 of them, showed up at Lambeau Field for what they call a shareholders meeting.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
What do
A
they do at this thing?
shareholders meeting where all the Packers brass, they come out with a podium and basically don't tell them anything except for the same kind of crap that like Rick Spielman or Mark Wilf or Lester Bagley here in Minnesota would tell our fans, Minnesota Vikings fans, or your idiots Arthur Blank and all them down in Atlanta.
Right.
Same
You're
thing,
a loser.
except for those idiots all paid money for a piece of crappy paper to think that they own the Packers, except for they have absolutely no say in anything that happens.
But here's how, because I wasn't there, because I'm not a loser.
You're not an idiot.
But this is probably what that meeting was like. Hey, everybody, come to Lambeau Field. And everybody got sat down, right? And they thought something big was about to happen, and they just played this over the loudspeakers.
And then this played.
Yeah, exactly. Loser! You're a loser, baby. Take your piece of paper and go get third in the division.
Dude, what is wrong with those idiots, man? I'm just not into that whole Green Bay Packer ownership thing. There's a reason there's only one team in the NFL that does that stupid crap.
I'm going to tell you.
Because it's stupid crap.
It is stupid, and I'm going to tell you. Now, keep that playing in the background for these losers, man. Listen, I'm not born here. I'm not Minnesotan.
Nah.
I'm a Georgia boy.
Right.
But last year when the Falcons get ready to play the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs in Atlanta, I had to go debate with the head cheesehead himself one day. And he was so cocky. I'm like, man, are the rest of these guys like that? And the answer is yes. All of them think that the world revolves around Green Bay and Lambeau Field.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Newsflash. All of the trash you're talking, you've won one championship.
This their world. We're just living in it, man.
And if it wasn't for my friend, you wouldn't have won that one. And he subsequently hauled tail to the state to your left.
What did he do subsequently?
Yeah, right after.
Subsequently?
Subsequently.
No. No, it's... Rip that.
Erroneous.
Subsequently? What is that word?
Subsequently.
There you go. Oh, my God.
Subsequently.
Dude, that is just a terrible, terrible way to speak.
What do you mean?
That's that DSGB, man.
Activate. Preach mode.
I feel like preaching in this place. Ole Miss. You've been in the news lately for something that those of us in the South have known for a long time.
That's a dirty South.
You're cheaters. You're no good.
You ain't no good.
You stink.
Ooh, like a pig.
Nobody wants to play for you.
Ooh, you stink like a pig.
But now,
Like Jeremy.
because your stinky coach decided to butt dial
Get in that trough.
on purpose, dial a bunch of hookers.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Now we all know.
Hey, girl.
And you can go back to sinking.
Dark alley.
Because paying players won't help you no more.
Ain't gonna help you.
Good luck being 7th in the West.
Woo! What's the West?
You stink. Goodbye. Hugh Freeze. Ole Miss. Bye-bye. It's been a while.
Oh, man. Preach Mo back in session today, I see.
Back in
Well,
session.
that came out of nowhere, man.
Man.
What is that? What is that? You're all mad at Hugh Freeze and some
man.
Mississippi State or Ole Miss? Which one?
Listen, Ole Miss.
I don't know.
They've known for a long time that they were cheaters
Yeah.
and that Hugh Freeze was a scumbag.
Well, there goes the Laquan Treadwell interview.
My man. Laquan Treadwell, Laramie Tunsil, all of these guys. Ole Miss, everybody knew had their hands in the bag. But the NCAA comes along, they conduct this sham investigation, and they're like,
Go on.
we're going to stand behind our coach.
Yeah.
Because remember when he tweeted, if you got any evidence of us cheating, send it to the complaint. He gave him the email address.
Yeah.
Boy, that came back to bite him, didn't it?
He's an idiot.
He is an idiot.
Don't listen to this. He's an idiot.
He's an idiot. And trying to sell us that you butt dialed in a pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know what was going on.
Right. Yeah. There are organized sex trafficking rings, less organized,
Shame on you,
less
Ole Miss.
organized
Exactly.
than what he had going on
Exactly.
there.
Everybody.
What's your Laramie Tunsil story too? This is good.
Listen, everybody knew that they've been. You just don't go to Ole Miss. Ole Miss, you can't recruit. Suddenly, Hugh Freeze comes in. They start getting all these 5-star recruits.
Yeah.
Everybody knew what was going on.
Right.
Some people that I know knew what was going on. Wink, wink, wink.
Like inside the lane.
Inside. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Laramie Tunsil was committed to the University of Georgia, committed to Mark Richt. I know a guy who was standing there when it happened, when he verbally committed to Mark Richt. And it was that way for a long time until signing day.
Really?
Suddenly goes to visit Ole Miss. Mom gets a job, sister gets a scholarship.
Huh. Funny how that works.
Huh. Then he flips on signing day.
Oh.
Because you do it on that day, you got the answer to nobody.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you wait. Coming that. But it's been going on. Laquan Treadwell, another 5-star recruit. Laramie Tunsil, 5-star recruit. Tons of them suddenly start going to Oxford. Come on. Everybody knew. Then they blamed it on Houston Nutt. Houston Nutt's probably sitting back right now talking about, look at me, look at me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Put some respect on my name. Remember that.
Because Ole Miss, because you're a junk school who had a recent string of success. I mean, you won 6 games last year. Come on.
You SEC guys are so rabid about your football, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And nobody likes Tennessee for some reason.
Why would they?
I hate most people.
I don't know.
I mean, collectively, the team has a full set of teeth.
I look at people and I see nothing worth liking.
Plus, when I talk bad about other schools like that, all my Georgia friends listen to the show.
I know more than you.
Go Dogs!
That's called marketing, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah, man. And tomorrow, or this week, when we're talking to Dalvin Cook,
Yeah.
I got a Georgia Bulldog question for him.
Oh, he's a Florida State guy. He ain't going like that.
I understand that, but I got an angle.
All right.
You should know me, man.
I know.
I
Everything
always
you do goes back to the DSGB.
Got a
I
Georgia
get it.
angle.
I
I
get
always
it.
got a Georgia
Down
angle.
south, Georgia boy.
That's right.
Yeah.
DSGB.
Let's talk to Lindsay Whalen.
Let's do it.
All right, man.
She's a boss.
Lindsay Whalen, so you're fresh out of practice. What's a Cheryl Reeve practice like? Are you running killers all day long?
We didn't do any today. No, we didn't have any of those. I haven't done those in a couple of years. So,
Veteran status.
which is really nice. Yeah. Yeah. Today was a day where everybody was back from the All-Star break. We, those of us who didn't participate in the All-Star game, we had a practice yesterday, and then today, the 4 that made it, they rejoined for practice today. They got the day off yesterday, obviously, because the game was on Saturday out in Seattle. So we had a good practice today, and we got ready for New York, who's our next opponent. And so, yeah, it was just a lot of prep for them and getting ready to play them, working on some stuff we've been trying to get better at for a couple weeks, and then just focusing on what we have to do tomorrow night against New York.
Growing up in Hudson, I mean, you've had and you could stop today and you've had an incredible career. I mean, from college to Olympian to WNBA champ. But most recently, you became the all-time winningest player in WNBA history. I mean, where does that stack against your mountain? I was telling you, your mountain of accomplishments.
Oh, well, thank you. First of all, it has been a fun career, and I feel very fortunate to have gotten to play all over the world, and especially here at home and in Connecticut as well in the WNBA. So it's been a lot of fun and some really great years. The all-time win thing, that's definitely up there. That's something it's a team award, and so it's a little, a bit more fun to be able to celebrate because, you did it with a lot of great teams and great teammates. And so when we hit that one in Washington, I definitely celebrated that one for a while because, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's not really a record you ever think of, or it's not something you're necessarily chasing, but yet you're trying to win every game. So it is something that you're kind of chasing because that's the main goal of every game is to win. So when you can say you've done it more than any other player, I mean, that's your goal going into every night. So being able to say that is pretty cool, and it shows I've been really fortunate and really lucky throughout all these years, and it's been a fun ride, that's for sure.
I know you say it's a team award and it's very modest and humble, but, the wins don't follow good players around at that level. They follow great players at that level. So, it's okay. If you don't want to take it, me and Joe will say it. It's because you're great.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, I think I've improved throughout the years, and I've had to work on a lot of things throughout my career to continue to get better. And when I first came in the league, I was more of a, assist player and take it to the basket. And, I'd occasionally shoot the 3, and I had virtually no mid-range game. And now I've kind of learned as I've gone that the mid-range has kind of had to become my bread and butter, and it's had to become a go-to because, the falls at 35 are a little different at 25. When you're taking it in there against the post and you get hit and you fall, it's a little different. It takes a couple more days than it used to recover from that. So if I can take the 10-footer or the 15-footer and get that to be almost as effective as a layup, I mean, I'll take that, because that means I'll probably get to play a couple more years. So, so I've had to really kind of evolve and and change a few things. But I've learned a lot throughout the years too about just leadership and how to handle different situations, and through trial and error. All just through this worked, this didn't, and I think my role now. I mean, I'm a starting point guard of a team with 4 All-Stars from this season, so it makes my job easy, but yet at the same time, making sure we're getting Simone the ball when she's feeling good. Maya, Sil, Brunson, making sure I'm finding everybody in the right spots and making sure that everybody's feeling good about themselves every night is one of my main jobs, including myself. So, but it's a fun job to have, and it's why playing point guard is such a great role on the team.
Anybody ever call you by the nickname? We don't know if anybody's come up with this yet, but we want to call you Lindsay Whalen. That has to be. You've heard that, right?
I haven't. That's a first.
Seriously, how is that not a thing?
We're branding that.
Yeah,
Lindsay Whalen.
Yeah, you're the all-time champ. You got the wins record. You're Lindsay Whalen now.
Okay.
You got to change the Twitter name from at Lindsay_13 to at Winsy_13, though, please. But you know who's also a winner? That husband of yours, Ben Grieve, Minnesota State Open, 2-time back-to-back champ.
Back-to-back.
I know. That was definitely a fun one for him yesterday. We had practice, so I was following along the final round, and I was going to go out there on Saturday when we had the day off, and not to, I don't know, put down the golf course or anything, but they wouldn't let me take a cart, so I couldn't go out there. And cause I had practice the next day, so I'm trying to, save my legs and everything. And I called out there to make sure I could take a cart, and they said, nope, we're not allowing that today. And it was like 90 that day.
Oh, my God.
So the day I could have gone out there to watch, I couldn't because, there was no carts. So I had to watch through my app here, the Minnesota State app or whatever. And so then yesterday we had practice, and I was following along, and he got off to a pretty good start. He had 1 double bogey, I think, but when I was going to practice, he was 15 under, and the next guy was maybe 9 under. So he's been playing great. He's had a really great, couple year stretch here, and he, we went out to dinner and celebrated last night. It's pretty cool to do it back-to-back, like you said, and there's a lot of good golfers in the state, and I'm definitely proud of him. So happy that he was able to enjoy that, and, yeah, he'll be going back again next year, so that'll, we'll see if he can get a three-peat.
You know what Ben is?
What's that?
He's a beast! He's a beast! He's a beast!
He's a beast. I don't know if you can hear that over the phone, but that's all the he's a beast sound bites we do on this show. But he's a monster. Jeremy knows him pretty well, too.
So full disclosure, so I text after he won, I text Ben and, congratulated him. And then I tried to get some juicy questions to ask you, and Ben texted me back, and he said, I appreciate it. He said, no, you're not getting me in trouble.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
No.
So I sat next to Ben for a season, actually between Ben and Jesse. My wife and I, with our little girl, we sat next to Ben for a full season. So, I was going to ask you, who do you think had better stories, Ben or Jesse?
Ventura.
Oh, I would say, I don't know. That's a good one. Probably Jesse. He hasn't been at many games lately, though, has he? I haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't like the new digs. It's a little further for him to drive.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully he comes back next year, like you said, when it's in Target Center. But I know he was there at pretty much every game for a while, and I hope hopefully he comes back, or hopefully he's doing well. But probably Jesse. He has some real interesting stories. I've met him a couple times. He came to a practice one day, and then he was, after we won our first championship, he was at the governor's mansion. So we got to hear some good stories from the WWE or WWF days and Navy SEALs days and all this type of stuff. So, and didn't he have that conspiracy show for a while?
Yep, still does.
He still does?
Yeah, that's where all the stories. We can talk about those another time, but yeah, there's a lot of them.
I know. Yeah, no, we've had, like you said, I mean, that's just, we have so many great fans, and obviously, our family members are huge fans and whatnot, but, those courtside supporters and the fans that are there, because they come every night, are huge supporters of us, and we know that they've been there for all these years, and for them to make the jump over to Excel for this season. It means a lot to us, and so we know we couldn't be doing any of this without our great fans, and it's been fun to kind of build a relationship with a lot of fans throughout the years because you see so many familiar faces at all the games. It makes for really fun games for us.
Yeah, and attendance is actually a little bit up in St. Paul. Some of those Eastsiders, they love it down at the X, and that's an amazing venue. And I walked through Target Center. They have all the renovations going on. The locker rooms are going to be so much better.
Yeah. What do you think so far? It's good?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard. It's basically walking through a construction site, but it looks like it's going to be way better.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me, is it this time of year now? You get out of the All-Star break, 16-2. You got a 3-game lead. You try not to look at the standings. Cliche this, cliche that. But what's the mentality of the Lynx right now? Are you like time to stick the knife in and turn it and really run away?
I mean, that would be great. That would be one way to come out of the break. I think we're playing really good. We got beat pretty bad in Chicago about 3 weeks ago now, and we won our last 3 going into the break. So I thought we really turned a corner during that time going into the break. Honestly, I thought we turned up our defense. I thought we started really sharing the ball. I mean, the game before the break, Simone had 9 assists. I had 7 assists. The team had, I think, 26 assists as a team. So our bench played great that day. So it's nice because it's always interesting because coming out of the break when we haven't really had many practices and everybody's been, kind of on vacation or we had people in the All-Star game, it's always interesting the first couple games back, and you want to just keep it going. So that's my main thing is just keep going what we had before. And like you said, now teams that maybe, are around 500, they're around the playoffs, they're going to really turn it up now. So we have to turn it up even more. And so that'll be a big focus for us in these games. We have 3 games this week, so this week will tell us a lot just on our mentality starting out the second half of the season. And we want it to be an aggressive one and one that's going to get us some wins coming here down into the home stretch.
You guys aren't spring chickens anymore. I mean, like you said, 35 years old. I mean, I don't know if you have a number about how long you want to play. You hear Tom Brady like, oh, I'm going to play till I'm 40. I don't know if Lindsay Whalen wants to play till she's 40. But what is the number in your mind? How much you got left in the tank, Lindsay?
I've said this for a while. I think I want to play as long as I can.
Yeah.
And realistically, knowing that it's kind of year to year, kind of how you're feeling type thing. I mean, I always, as long as I'm productive and having fun and I'm able to help the team, I want to keep playing. So, if I'm feeling like I'm feeling this way next year, I'm definitely going to keep playing because I feel good and I'm having fun, and we're on, like you said, we're 16-2 going into the break. So, but that being said, you just, each year kind of brings different things. You have to adjust, and you don't really know how you're going to feel, going into next season. So you can't really predict. I mean, we'd all like to play as long as we can because we get to play a sport for a living. I mean, you get to this point and it's like you just kind of want to keep going. So none of us are putting any numbers or anything on anything like that. But, I think we'll all know. I think it'll all just come to us. And so I think knowing that I want to keep playing is a good sign, and it doesn't mean that I'm, ready to hang them up or anything. And I think it'll just kind of come to you. I think you'll just kind of know. And, I think everybody that I've talked to that has recently retired, Tamika Catchings, Penny Taylor, those players, I think you just kind of know because it's probably just like a gut feel and, or, hopefully not, but you never know. Injuries, things like that can always come into play too. So, but, so the long-winded answer is no, I don't have the time frame, and I'm just taking it a year, each year as they come.
Very nice.
So 16-2, 3-game lead coming out of the break. You guys have been 16-2 before, 15. I mean, you've had this record.
We actually haven't.
Not 16-2.
Best start ever. This is our best start ever.
Best start ever. But where does this team rank? That's perfect. Where does this team rank among? Because you've had some great teams. I mean, you won 3 championships. Where does this team rank in your mind?
I mean, last year's team I think was our best team. We were 28-6. We just didn't win the championship.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's crazy because there's been teams before, 2015 we won, but that year we really had to get it out. I mean, we were like 22-12, I think, in the regular season, and we lost a couple games in the playoffs leading up, and we lost 2 games in the finals that year, had to win Game 5 at home, which was awesome. But that year, that team, we made a lot of moves, and there was a lot of moving pieces, and the team hadn't really gelled yet. So 2016, the team gelled, and we only lost 6 times. That's our best regular season we've ever had, and we literally went to the last shot against LA, you know?
Shot clock violation.
So, I mean, yeah, that was just an interesting series, all-time great series. And
Yeah.
it had everything. It had great players, had MVPs, had controversy, like you said, and it's it's good for our game. We came out on the short side, which is unfortunate, but that happened. So I don't know. I mean, we're, like I said, it's our best start ever. So a lot of it though is how you finish and how you go down the home stretch. And so right now we can say it's our best start to the regular season, but we know our team is built for the long haul here, and we've got, like you said, with the age of our group, and we've been together for a long time. We know what our goals are and what our ultimate aspirations are. So, I'll be able to answer that question in probably 2.5 months, a little bit better, but we're off to a good start. I like where we're at. I like the pieces that we've added. I like the way we're, gelling as a team. And like I said, I really like the way we went into the break. We used some adversity with a really bad game in Chicago to our benefit, and we played a lot better going into the break. So I will be able to answer that question fully sometime in October.
Yeah, Lindsay Whalen's our guest here on the One Hunnit Podcast. Go Radio, Go MN Sports, GoMN.com. Lindsay, have you got any inside scoops on the potential of Target Center and the Lynx hosting the All-Star Game next year?
I don't. I know I read that we are bidding for it, so I got that was in the paper. I know, so I hope we get it. I really think it'd be something that our fans deserve, our team deserves. I mean, brand new shiny Target Center next year.
Mm-hmm.
All that, it just would make sense, right? So, but I'm sure that the league is probably taking a look at all the options and trying to see what, where things are going and I guess which city deserves it the most. I mean, I think ours, of course, deserves it. I mean, I think Seattle did a great job, but I think we could throw quite a party. So I think, we could, with, little First Ave, little Uptown, I think it would be a great time, and it's perfect time in the summer here when people are out and about doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Next year the Super Bowl's here, and
Right.
we get the Final Four coming in a couple of years, so I think it would make sense. So hopefully we get it. Let's just put it that way.
So you mentioned earlier, your game evolves as you get older, and when we were sitting, we were courtside for a year, and I'm gonna tell you hit the floor a lot that, and I think it was 2 years ago. So you talk about your game evolving.
I changed it, actually.
Well, that's right. I mean,
no, it's true. Yeah.
And this year you're taking more threes than ever. You've taken some of the past 4 years, but this year you're taking more than ever. Is that part of that?
Absolutely. I mean, that and just the analytics of the game. If you watch, obviously you guys watch, but the Warriors and the Rockets, and just look at the way the game is going, the Cavs. I mean, they took everybody shooting threes, and the game has just really evolved to be where that's such a big part of it. The analytics is to just be able to just take threes and obviously make them. That can be a real difference maker. And I mean, so I've gotten my mid-range shot down. So now this year, the next big step was to improve that three-point shot and just take more in the game and feel good about taking them. And so, yeah, I think I've taken 27 so far this year. And last year I took, I think, 9. So,
yeah.
I've already, tripled it at the first half of the year. And I'm going to continue to take them because a lot of times, too, especially with Sil and Maya, I mean, they're collapsed in on those guys. And one thing was me and Brunson coming out and Simone, honestly, just shooting more threes because we were all great mid-range shooters, but adding that to our game, I think, has opened things up a lot for Sil and for Maya. And the fact that they're probably going to double those guys, when it comes around to you, like Coach says, just be ready to shoot it and, be ready to make it. So that's definitely been something we've really worked hard on.
So you talk about playing with those guys, and you mentioned earlier, playing with 4 All-Stars. I've known about I'm from Georgia. Maya's from Georgia. I always have a Georgia angle to this show, but I've been following Maya, her career, and having her come here, watching her play. Do you ever just stand around sometimes and just in like, playing with guys like Jordan and LeBron and stuff, you got to just stand around sometimes and go, how?
Yeah. I've had a couple moments this year. I mean, she had one where I think she shot it, got it on rebound, tipped it off the backboard. So I think she ended up being 3 rebounds in 1 possession and 3 shot attempts. The last one, she banked it in on an and one. I think it was a TV game too, so I'm sure you guys saw it, but it was one of the craziest plays. I mean, I didn't even know what happened. I was out at the time, so I wasn't in the game. I was sitting on the bench, and I was just like, did she just make that? And they called a foul? I was just like, she had one today in practice too that was she in and out of the guy, one of our practice guys, twice on 1 possession. And I mean, she in and out of him, so he went up, he got back in the play. She did the same thing and got baseline and got the layup. So that was another one just today where it was just like, how did she do that, basically, So then last game she had one, it's kind of against Dallas, kind of a scooping left-hand layup. I think she took off from about the elbow, it looked like, and she somehow hung in the air and still got it to go. And you're just kind of, sometimes you're like, you're watching and you're like, oh, how is this going to turn out? And most of the time it turns out well. And she's willing to take those chances and she's willing to take those shots. And that's one thing that separates her from a lot of players in the league, is that she's willing to take these type of risks, and not necessarily risks, but they're stuff that not many people can do and not many people think to do. And
right.
And she makes it happen. So it's definitely fun to be at practice with her every day.
The calculated risk. I'm Maya Moore. I can do this.
Yeah, I mean, that's her mentality too. And she can, I mean, in the All-Star game the other night, she pulled up from 3 with about 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I mean, she was trying to represent. She was trying to get the MVP for us.
And she got it.
And she got it, exactly. And she's willing to take it and make that shot. And, like I said, not a lot of other players are going to, have the mentality or have that shot. And she just has it. She has whatever that it is. And it's pretty special to be around. And so I was happy for her, because I was like, Lynx got to have the MVP. We got 4 out there, so somebody got to, go out there and represent. And she definitely held it down. So, like I said, she'll pull those threes, and sometimes you're like, Maya, and then it goes in, and you're like, good shot, Maya, And sometimes they don't go in. You just better hustle back on defense and get back. But, most of the time she's making those shots. It's just, once you get into a groove, it's pretty special to watch.
Who were your favorite athletes growing up? I mean, the NBA, WNBA, other sports. One of the coolest things about you is that, if you follow, if anybody follows Lindsay on Twitter, at Lindsay_13, she's going to change it to at Winsy_13. She loves Minnesota sports. Who are your favorites?
Yeah, Minnesota sports growing up. I mean, KG, he was, once we got the team, we got them, I think, 87 or 88, around that time. So I was probably in, 2nd grade. And so once we got KG, he was my favorite player on the team. I loved when we had, Gugliotta and Stephon Marbury.
Yeah.
Those teams were fun. Of course, Twins with winning the World Series in 91. So Kirby, let's see, even 87, Gary Gaetti.
Yeah.
Gagne from 91. I mean,
breaking my heart.
Oh, yeah. He's a Braves fan. Better stop.
Kent Herbeck.
Pedro Munoz.
Yeah. Wasn't he Pedro Munoz? Did we have him?
Yeah, he was here for a while.
Really?
Mid-90s, yeah. Might have been 91, too.
Vikings, of course, Randy Moss and, that whole team in 98. I mean, so Atlanta, you got us in that one, because 98, the Falcons came here and tore our hearts out.
Yeah.
That's all I got to hang my hat on.
Yeah, so, and then you guys lost to the Broncos. So.
Yeah, how's that work out for you?
At least you made it, though. But,
I know. Yeah, we won't talk about Falcon Super Bowls.
Yeah, just like we don't want to talk about the Vikings. We'll get back there, though, someday. That's now that I've won a couple WNBA championships and I've won some gold medals, now I think, once I'm done playing, my life goal, sports-wise, will be to witness the Vikings Super Bowl. I mean, it's gotta,
Amen.
So,
Lindsay,
someday I'll be there. If we make it to a Super Bowl, I'm going. I don't care how much I'm going to the game.
So you talk about being a big Minnesota sports fan, and I mean, how much do you follow the what Coach Stallings is doing over there? I mean, 1-point guard, first-round pick to what they have now, likely another first-round pick in Carly Wagner. I mean, You know, she played with my daughter, so we know Carly well. I mean, how much do you follow that team and what they're doing over there?
Yeah, I follow them a lot. I try to get over as much as I can. I wish I would have gotten over there more for practice last year, and just with what we were trying to do going into this season for, you know, improving our, like you said, 3-point shot and keeping our bodies healthy. I couldn't make it over there as much as I wanted, but you know, I probably went to 5 or 6 games last year. I try to watch when I can, when they're on, you know, Big Ten Network and whatnot. So this year I think will be, you know, big for them. I mean, like you said, Carly, is she a senior this year?
Yeah, she's a senior.
She's a senior, and we have, you know, Keisha Bell, who she's quick. They call her Key. So, you know, if I can't remember exactly what her first name is, we call her Key.
Kanisha.
And, yeah, Kanisha.
Yeah, so she and Carly played. Yeah. And Bree, too, Brianna Fernstrom.
Yeah, so, I mean, and they have a post in there, too. She's number 5. I remember just from playing with these guys in practice. I mean, she's got some great work ethic and can rebound.
Right.
So, you know, I think this year, you know, it'll just be interesting to see. The Big Ten is just so good in women's basketball with Maryland, and you got Ohio State, Michigan State's always good. So, you know, I know last year, you know, they wanted to. It's hard though when you lose Rachel to come back the next year and have you know, a great season just because you lose all that scoring and all that leadership. So
right. Hopefully
this year, you know, with Carly being a senior and like you said with Kanisha Bell as their point guard, I'm looking for big things from those two, and hopefully they can lead the way.
Well, one more thing. This is kind of bugging me. I was just doing some prep to talk to you, Lindsay, and I was like, there are not many, if any, female bronze statues, whatever statues, outside of arenas. I mean, Lisa Leslie doesn't even have a statue outside of Staples Center in L.A. She doesn't. I mean, I mean, Billie Jean King has one outside of like the National Tennis Association Center, but they're just no statues. And I have to think that for a minimum, someday your jersey will be raised at Target Center.
Right.
You know, no doubt about that. But what about statues? Do you ever think about that? Why isn't that the case?
We want a Winsey statue.
We want a Winsey statue.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I'd take it. You know, I'm not gonna turn it down. So maybe if we get a couple more rings here, then it'd be like kind of no question or something. I don't know.
Like the whole team, yeah.
Yeah, that would be even better. So yeah, we'll see what happens. You know, we got the Sid statue. We got who else? We got Kirby. Who else is over there?
Tom Kelly now, right?
Yeah, TK's over there.
TK's got a statue.
Rod Carew, Herbeck.
A lot of twins.
Yeah.
A lot of twins, and they're also the twins are the ones that have won the championship. So
we need a Whalen next to a Garnett.
Hopefully someday they make that happen. That'd be cool.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll be watching. I think it's on ESPN 2 tomorrow night. If we don't make it down in person, Xcel Energy Center. You guys are going to put a 30, 40 point beating on New York?
Hey, listen, they're averaging 90 points the last 2 games. So they figured something out, and they won. They beat, I think, Phoenix and Seattle coming into the break. So we'll have our hands full. It'll be a big game. It's always a good one when you know, Lambeer is coaching the other team, and they got Tina Charles, and so it'll be a fun one at the X tomorrow, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm predicting 100-60 Lynx win.
Wow.
All right, Lindsay, you are the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Lindsay Whalen.
She's a boss.
Dude, 13 years in the league. I wonder how long she'll play, but you know what? You know what college she went to? University of Minnesota, me boy.
My man, she's going to walk away from her career and just look back at it and go.
So I did that.
Dude, when I talked to her about getting statues for more female athletes, I was like, okay, that's a great answer. But seriously, there needs to be more statues for female athletes.
There does, but I mean, let's talk about that for a minute. If you could think of one athlete this state who deserves one,
it's Lindsay Whalen.
Winsey Leyland?
Winsey Leyland.
Absolutely.
Winsey.
Right.
How do we not call her Winsey?
If I spelled it, dude.
Are we the first ones to come up with this?
We're breaking news. Call her back. Call her back.
Yeah.
Call her back.
Call her back.
I'm going to text her husband.
Winsey Leyland.
I'm going to text Ben and be like, Ben, tell her we said this.
Winsey Whalen.
Yeah, Winsey Whalen. Yeah.
How is that not a thing?
I know, but she's
God.
a boss, man. You know, we've been trying to incorporate in that squad is 16-2.
16-2, man. They're going to be 17-2 after they put it on the Liberty tomorrow night.
Maya's the MVP.
Oh, the All-Star game.
The All-Star game?
Yeah. 4 Lynx. I was going to bring it up to Lindsay. I was going to be like, Lindsay, man, how you feel? Like, you had 4 players on a team not go to the All-Star game, and you weren't one of them.
Right.
You suck. No, but she would have laughed at that.
She probably enjoyed being home.
Honestly, she probably did. I wonder if she actually went out to the Minnesota Open to watch her hubby win it.
I was going to say she probably was home watching her husband do what only 2 other people in history have done.
Right.
And one of them is named Tom Lehman.
Win at a high level. What if Ben Grieve goes on to be some badass golfer? I mean, he already is, but I'm talking about like
pro.
Yeah.
We text.
Oh, because you sat by each other. We're happy for you. All right, man. Let's get on with it. We're going to play trivia, and what that means is you hear this.
Get ready to the countdown.
Oh, my gosh.
And then we say a school.
Do the nightmare sound. Do the nightmare sound.
What's the?
You know. Do it. Shake it.
Shake it. This.
That's the nightmare sound.
Oh, yeah.
That's nightmares.
You get those Beanboozled beans, man. All these nasty flavors in here.
Dude, speaking of that, real quick, our beans are famous across this network.
Yeah, man. The morning show, BD&G morning show on Go 96.3, started using them for their own bit.
Right.
We didn't gain credit.
We did.
Where's our credit?
We'll take it right now.
We will take it. We will take whatever we please.
We will.
Because you want to know why?
Why?
We're bosses.
We are some bosses.
We 100.
Right.
We keep it 100.
We got a bunch of
anyway,
juice. Here we go, man.
You get 20 seconds.
Yeah,
you know
20.
how it goes. All right.
You start the timer, name the school back and forth. Whoever's left looking like an idiot.
Yep. And you can name any athlete that's gone pro from that school.
Yep.
All right.
If you know a swimmer. Now, here's the deal. Because we haven't been on in a while. Last time we were at Stanford and I said Tom Rathman. Tom Rathman went to Nebraska.
Yeah, this is a good point.
So here's the deal.
You said a couple of other ones too that weren't right.
I completely blanked on Desmond Trufant for Washington.
And you said
so I said
else.
Robert Alford.
Yeah,
on purpose.
He went to
he went to San Diego State or Southwest Louisiana State, one of those directional schools. So here's the deal: if you get caught in the lie, that's double.
Yeah, okay.
But you got to get caught.
Yeah.
In the lie.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you'd have said, "Rip," dude, Tom Rathman went to Nebraska.
Yeah.
I would have eaten too. Yeah. But that was an honest mistake. I actually thought that he went there, but it was the guy who used to play for the Vikings that I'm thinking of, the big white running back. What's his name?
Toby Gerhart?
Toby Gerhart.
Yeah,
he went to Stanford.
Yeah,
I confused him. I said Tom Rathman.
It's only like 20, 30 years between the two, whatever.
I get all my white fullbacks mixed up. Yeah.
Are there any other kind?
John Riggins. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
All right, here we go, baby.
Nature means your ass. Okay,
right.
Let's get this on.
Paper, rock, scissors for go first.
Yep, okay.
Ready?
So
1, 2, fire.
1, 2,
fire. Yeah! You always go paper. It's so predictable.
Yeah, I know.
God, just like the NFC North.
I'll hit the timer. You get it going, okay?
All right, here we go.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And then I say the first name.
Yep, I say the school, you say the first name.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Get ready to the countdown.
Michigan.
Tom Brady.
Charles Woodson.
Jabril Peppers.
Desmond Howard.
Glenn Robinson III.
Chris Webber.
Jalen Rose.
Jimmy King.
No!
Did Jimmy King go pro?
I don't know if he went pro. Somebody's got to check this. Where's our stat team? I'm looking this up. I was going to say Jimmy King.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd say Stacey King.
Did he get drafted? God, please. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking
it up.
Oh,
did he get drafted? Please. Let him get drafted.
Jimmy King basketball. Oh, that reference.
Come on.
There's sports reference.
Come on.
Let's see. Okay. There's college basketball. Went to Michigan 91 and 95. All right. Let's go to.
Come on.
Hang on. Did he get drafted? Drafted Raptors second round. God dang it!
Yeah!
I drink water before.
What are you doing? Here we go. Oh, man.
All right, I got to eat the bean.
That was all I had. I saw the timer going down.
God, I didn't even have an opportunity to get another one in.
Dude, you got 2 choices here. You got the peach one.
Oh, come on!
And the white one. Let me just.
No. Don't stink up on that stuff, man. All right, I'm going to take this peach one.
You're smart. Stay away from more.
Peach!
Yeah! No!
Oh, it's so good. Give me another one. Nummy in my tummy. Oh,
Dude.
Tommy likey.
Dude, It doesn't matter. You could shake this thing and pull a booger and a white one out. I'm eating the booger. I'm not eating the spoiled.
white one.
It doesn't matter, dude.
The white one is the devil, man.
Yeah. All right, here we go. You got a school?
Hang on. Let me think.
We've only been on for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Ready?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Get ready to the countdown.
Texas.
Vince Young.
Ricky Williams.
Wow. Roger Clemens.
Oh, Roger freaking Clemens?
Did he go to Texas?
I don't know.
Challenge me on it.
I'm going to when we're done. Who's that basketball player? The point guard. TJ Ford. TJ Ford.
You're a loser.
Okay, time out. Roger Clemens. Roger Clemens. There's a challenge. Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
University of Texas. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
Oh, he was an amateur draft first, though, from
Yes!
San Jacinto College.
Yes. Yes.
That's all there is to it.
Damn it. Dude, nobody's gotten lucky twice in a row with the Beans. You did 2 out of 3 once, but never twice in a row.
Oh.
Ah! What's going on here?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't.
Okay, dude. I've never seen this one before.
Yeah,
What is that
one? That one there looks like a.
Oh, dude, that's spoiled milk for sure.
Dude, that one there looks like an inbred.
Yeah, it looks like it's out of the movie Jeepers Creepers.
That one's from that bean's from West Virginia.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going booger, juicy pear, long clippings, or lime. You always go green.
Gosh, dude.
That's a booger. That's a damn booger. That's not good. That one had
No juice.
Oh, man.
Damn it. I should have said a school that I actually knew some people from. I couldn't think of anything. It's Texas. There's like a billion.
I know,
girls.
right? All right, start us up. Third and final one. Can you get swept?
All right.
I got one. Here we go.
I got swept the first week. Remember that?
You did. You
All
really
right.
did.
Here we go.
Get ready to the countdown.
Nebraska.
Tommy Armstrong.
Tom Rathman.
Eric Crouch.
Tommy Frazier.
Eddie Pinckney.
Ahmad Brooks. No, Ahmad.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I know you're thinking of the Lions running back.
Yeah, no,
Amir Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah.
Yes.
No, I was actually thinking of the linebacker who's in prison. What? Lawrence Phillips. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, he was
Where
a
did I
running
get Ahmad
back.
from?
He was a running back.
Yeah, who was the linebacker number 10? No, it wasn't Lawrence Phillips.
Yeah, Lawrence. He went to prison, man. He's dead now.
He's
He
dead
killed
now.
himself.
Killed himself.
Yeah.
You're a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gone.
That was for me. I'm a loser.
All right, man.
Hook me up,
Let's
boss.
Get up on this.
Hook me up, boss.
Shake it up real good.
Got my life water ready if you want to sponsor us. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Oh, orange and I believe that'd be the
you
white
just-
one.
yeah,
Take the one that looks like an egg that's been scrambled.
What is it?
Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm going to try this one because that's either rotten egg or
Yeah.
buttered popcorn.
Yeah, get up on that one.
Lord, help me.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah! Yeah!
Erroneous.
You're a loser.
I can't do it.
Yeah, swallow it. Jeremy, swallow that damn bean right now, or you're going to go to your room.
Oh!
What is it? What is it?
Oh, my God.
What was that?
It was rotten egg.
Yeah.
And it's bad.
I don't know why you'd take that one. You said, I'm never taking the white one. And you
wasn't
get the
white.
white one. Yeah, it was.
That was not white,
It was
dude.
a beigey
White is spoiled milk. That was either buttered popcorn. Ugh. That was to avoid the dead fish, dude. So my choices were dead fish or rotten egg.
Yeah, man.
You choose.
I take the rotten egg. Actually, I don't know, man.
I can't do it.
I'm so sick of the freaking nasty dead fish. I swear that thing was filled with nothing but dead fish in there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. All right, man, let's get through this. The views from the Hunnit.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Final segment of the show.
I love this segment.
Lindsay Whalen previously. Later this week, check back. It's a dual show week, everybody.
That's right.
We're going down to Vikings training camp. We'll catch up with some players. We'll probably get Jeremy to get in a fight with Laquan Treadwell. And then hopefully talk to Dalvin Cook. Yeah. We're trying to get Jimbo Fisher on the show as coach. I don't know why he can't hook us up.
Or we can get Laquan to just admit what we all know.
Okay. All right, man. Aaron Judge almost hit a ball on the roof at Safeco Field over the weekend. The home run, literally, I'm not kidding, broke StatCast, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that was nasty.
Yeah, we talked about Miguel Sano breaking StatCast a few weeks ago.
Right, the 500-footer.
Yeah, this one was... It was 3 rows from being on the roof.
Did you see what the Mariners PR department estimated it at?
No.
415.
That's stupid.
415 only. It was so high, it didn't go as far as everyone thought. It went straight up. He hit it a mile, but it went straight down. It didn't have that extra carry before it landed.
Best part about it, the Yankees tweeted at StatCast, "You guys okay?" Question mark.
Oh, that's good. That is money.
That was funny.
I
yeah,
love
that was awesome. So, Andrew Wiggins, probably getting a max deal worth about $148.
Pay the man his money. Yeah, that's the soundbite from Rounders we need on this one. If Otto Porter Jr., who averages 13 points a game and hits threes at a high clip and plays okay defense and average rebounder, gets paid $100+ million with a max deal of his own, then Andrew Wiggins is going to get a max deal. It's either he's going to get it here or he's going to get it somewhere else.
Or trade him back to Cleveland for Kyrie.
Hey, I don't want to do that. Not into that.
Nope.
People have been debating that all week long. You going to play Teague at your 1, Kyrie at the 2?
Yes.
Good luck with your defense there, big dog.
Kyrie can play defense.
Yeah, on a team that has absolutely no wings, good luck. You would not be able to pull that trade off.
You got to do what you got to do to get Kyrie.
Aaron Rodgers says he wants to play 7 to 10 more years.
You heard it in debate mode. That offensive line is brutal.
Yeah, man.
With that line, he'll be lucky to play 7 to 10 more games.
This year, I'm actually with you. He's got good tackles, but that interior, man, it's going to get blown apart.
Doesn't matter,
get blown apart.
Hey, Big Sexy gets one more shot at the Dodgers tonight.
Yeah.
Or is it tonight or tomorrow night?
It's tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Is this his last start ever?
Hell no, because you don't ever retire after throwing a no-hitter.
Wow.
Bartolo, Big Sexy Cologne, is going to no-hit the Dodgers tonight.
So
book it.
We debated back and forth whether he would eat innings or eat. Looks like all he's done is eat so far.
Yeah, well, he got roughed up a little bit in his first start, but he started out so good, man. He struck out Aaron Judge.
He did. This is no kidding, though. What you saw at your ABC to EFG alumni tournament was about what he's throwing right now.
I went 0 for 3 against that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I got to get the Hunnit cutting my hair tomorrow for that.
Yes, sir.
Not good. Hey, but by the way, nice of the Twins to bring up Bartolo and say, hey, why don't you have the Yankees for lunch and then we're going to have the Dodgers for dinner?
Yeah, that's bad.
Dude,
yeah,
it
that's
doesn't get
tough.
much harder
That's
than
tough,
that.
Man.
He should have just called him up for the Houston series and made him pitch all 3 games.
That's tough.
All right.
tough.
Giving you an opportunity here to say something smart for a change.
All right.
Better wide receiver duo all time. Julio Jones, Roddy White when they were going crazy together, right? Mm-hmm. Or Randy Moss, Chris Carter.
Moss and Carter.
Thank you. Finally, you're smart.
No, but here's why. When Roddy and Julio played together, Julio wasn't at the level he's at now. And Roddy's never been where Chris Carter is. Julio and Randy, you can put those two in the conversation as 2 of the top 5 ever.
Sure.
Roddy's not close to what Chris did. Roddy's great, and he's going to come back and he's going to be in the Hall of Fame for Atlanta, one of the best wide receivers in that franchise history.
Yeah.
But you're talking Carter, one of the top all time. And, it's just not the same. I'm smart enough to know that.
Okay, thank God.
I'm okay with that.
That DSGB EDU coming into play, finally.
Although, Roddy's a great dude. Love that dude.
He's got some big muscles like me.
God, no. When's your next game?
Softball?
Yeah.
I'm playing tonight.
Are you?
I'm actually filling in on a team. It's a men's league. I'm going to get up there, do my Griffey, and I'm going to be like,
Here.
What's
Here.
Oh,
Show,
yeah,
let's see it.
Get up there.
Let me see.
I'm going to be like this and
then what?
then swing and a drive.
So
way back
you're
is gone.
due. So you're due. We're off topic here, but that's cool. You're due. You were 0 for in wiffle ball.
I didn't get 0 for. I
You
had
did.
1 hit.
You
and
were
had
0
1
for.
at bat.
We went back to the StatCast, and you were 0 for. You were 0 for in your baseball alumni game.
That's true.
So you're due.
I gunned a dude out at home plate from left field in that
Did you?
baseball game, though. And my arm's never going to be the same.
So, dude, Tim says good luck defending small ball when he puts T, Crawford, Wiggins, Butler, and Towns on the floor. I don't know how that's small ball, but.
Well, that's everybody can handle the ball for one. That's a scary lineup. Think about it this way. If Towns gets just a little bit better about handling the rock, he's like the closest thing in the NBA to Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant. Bigs that can absolutely slice and dice from way downtown and get to the rack. That lineup would have 5 legit ball handlers. and a lot of shooting. Crawford, Teague, Butler. Let me tell you this.
And one defender.
I looked at the stat. This is crazy. Over the past 10 years, the Timberwolves, which is basically the modern era of three-point shooting in the NBA, really the last 3-4 years, but go back 10 years, the Timberwolves have never had a roster finish a season with more than 2 guys making 90 three-pointers. Right?
Right.
They've got 5 on the roster right now thanks to the new additions.
That lineup that we just mentioned, though, has no defenders other than Jimmy Butler.
No, come on.
Now, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm on board. I got a hat and a shirt.
Can't give up. You spent $30 on that hat.
I'm on board.
Might have been $35.
We're going to some games this year.
Yeah, we are going to some games.
But that lineup concerns me on the other end of the court.
More importantly, Perez Hilton. I've been Googling a lot of Jimmy Butler stuff. Seriously, I've looked at the photos. I'm telling you, Jimmy Butler is the illegitimate child of Michael Jordan.
Does the timing work?
It does, actually.
Does it?
Yeah. Butler was born in 87 or 88, and the story goes that Jordan had an illegitimate child, and he did not want to ruin his reputation, so he paid her off to be quiet.
So woohoo! Where's Jimmy from?
Chicago.
Does he know his father?
No. Dude, it all
lines up.
It all lines up. And you look at their childhood photos together. Seriously, get on your Google.
And who's tweeting this? Perez Hilton?
Perez Hilton. All kinds of people are saying, this is a thing. This might be a thing. MJ's baby boy is now playing for the Wolves.
So are you saying...
I'm saying
that Jordan, flesh and blood,
he
plays for the Timberwolves.
Basically, Michael Jordan playing for the Timberwolves. Isn't that something, though? It's crazy.
Speaking of the Wolves, man, you got a tour of the new Target Center renovations.
Yeah, man.
Talk
we went
to
over
me.
there. It was basically, have you ever walked through a construction site?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Did you have a hard hat on?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Yeah.
And I looked damn good in that hard
hat.
Did you? Yeah. But
was it before or after you got the Great Clips haircut?
It was before.
You should wear that after.
And the goggles with it.
And the goggles.
Target Center's going to look cool. I mean, it's hard to tell what's going on in there. The locker rooms are going to be better. And you know what? The facilities at Mayo Clinic Square are already elite. Like, at an NBA level.
We were there.
Nobody can compare
with our boy
that.
Kyle Rackey.
Jamal Crawford, Taj Gibson, Jimmy Butler, they're all like, this is ridiculous. Yeah. This is crazy here. Yeah. Like how nice Mayo Clinic Square is. That's what athletes want. They want that.
They're all texting Kyrie.
Right. They want that day-to-day thing, right? Oh, yeah. Towns and Butler apparently pushing Tibbs to get Kyrie.
Kyrie's going to Atlanta.
You're freaking stupid.
So I can get back together with my old...
Your boy Michael Phelps raced a shark on Discovery Channel last night.
Did he lose?
He got beat.
Yeah. Close? Photo finish?
2 seconds.
How did they do that? I didn't see it.
They put they isolated the shark to one side, Phelps on the other, released him out of cages at the same time. They gave Phelps this thing called a monofin, which you attach to both of your feet, and then you kind of do that little humping motion.
Do it again.
Where you get up on
that.
And it's like this the whole way through the water.
So for those of you not watching right now, Joe is wiggling all parts of his body.
That's my humping motion.
Yeah.
But Phelps got beat by the shark.
Teddy said he's mentally and physically preparing for training camp, and I'm sure the other day he tweeted something that was subliminal.
Dude, he's been doing that, and he's been spotted working out without an e-brace every now and again. Mm-hmm. Now, I still think the odds are he ends up on the PUP list, which makes him out the first 6 weeks of the season.
I said, he can hang out with Latavius Murray.
But I'm telling you, man, if let's say Sam Bradford goes down late in the year, I think Teddy's going to be there, and he'll be able to save the day. Quarterback situation is going to be iced up a lot stronger than it was prior to basically any time in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
And that's all nice.
Yeah,
I'm all about that.
Yesterday he tweeted, I can't wait. Praying hands.
Oh, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's
I
got
bet that,
something.
Here, okay, let me throw this hypothesis at you, okay? Teddy's not down there in Mankato quite yet, but the players that arrived on Sunday and Monday, they've all met with the trainer and the medical staff. They go through the physicals. Like Latavius Murray, he's got the ankle injury, recovering from March surgery. He's not back yet, so he's on the active PUP list, which means he can come back anytime he wants, but he's not ready for training camp. Teddy, Mike Zimmer said, we don't know his status. We haven't looked at him yet. But his assumption was he'd be on the PUP list.
Right.
But for how long, who knows?
But the PUP list is, it's a certain amount of games.
If Teddy's talking about, I can't wait prayer hands for his medical exam, where he's feeling real good.
Maybe he's encouraged. Let's get it.
Dude, how about a talker if that happens?
Yeah.
That would be
Maybe
amazing.
we're down there when it breaks.
Tell Twins fans why they should be pleased the Twins failed to trade for Jaime Garcia.
I'm going to tell you. First
You're a
of all,
Braves guy. You're a big Braves guy.
Listen, first of all, the trade fell through, and I was going to put it on preach mode. About you're a contending team, and this is what you do.
Wow.
But then it fell through, and it's good because, listen, Jaime Garcia is ERA with the Braves. We traded with the Cardinals, got him over from the Cardinals.
Right.
Okay. And the best thing that he's done since he's been in Atlanta is hit a home run off Alex Wood Sunday night.
It was a grand slam.
It was a grand slam.
Yeah.
It's the best thing he's done because when he gets on that pitcher's mound, he's been absolutely brutal. His ERA is near 5 than it is to 4.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't have anything that would say, hey, I'm a contending team. Let me go give up a prospect. Not a big-time prospect, but any prospect to get this guy. He's not going to help you.
Dude, he would help 100%. Because if you were to flip Kyle Gibson, who had a good start the other day, with Jaime Garcia, you'd get more consistency at the very least. You'd be better off. He'd give you a quality start more often.
That's not what he's here to do, though. Because then you got to pitch him back-to-back.
No, you kick Kyle Gibson out of the rotation.
What do you do with him?
You dump him. Throw him in the minors. Who cares?
You're done with Kyle Gibson
Unless he
then.
can pitch like he did the other night, every single night out, I'm totally done with him. Yeah. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Heard you were, you texted me, you said, ready to lift some weights, needs to get some pointers from you. Then you dumped me for YouTube, it sounds like.
I asked you if you're using a pre-workout.
No, you didn't.
That's all I asked.
You said, look, I'm ready to talk
teach
about
me your ways.
You said, teach me your ways. Matter of fact, the text said, let me look at it real quick.
I don't want puny muscles.
Help me to look like you. That's what I just reading the text.
Oh, is that what that
I'm just
says?
reading the text.
Because
Yeah.
let me get my phone. I'm pretty sure
your
this
phone,
is what it
your
says.
phone's broke.
Hang on. I pull up my phone right here and I'll be like, let's see, Pastor Jeremy in here. Preach more. No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. It says, hey, fat ass, what pre-workout do you use? That's what it says.
Did you get any pre-workout?
I got some C4 stuff at
C4's good.
at Target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
C4 is good.
Cheap.
Sponsorship.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'm on Jim.
Yeah.
JYM. But I'll switch to C4 for a sponsorship.
You know what's funny? You probably bought Jim, JYM, thinking that's how you spell Jim, GYM, because you got that DSGBEDU up in this house, and you can't know anything. He's so dumb, you thought it was Jim.
I guess.
Lynx, 16.
You probably bought C4 thinking you could blow some of that fat off your body with it like dynamite.
Hey, man, the Lynx are 16-2.
They are.
Do they get to 30 wins this year? They got I think 20 games left, maybe?
I think they do just here for this reason. Fowles is playing at an MVP level.
Yes, she is.
She is a difference maker. I mean, you already got. Listen, you know the normal names, Maya, Lindsay.
Yeah.
But Sylvia's at a different level right now, and that's why I think they can. Because then you got to go against the Brittany Grinders of the world.
She's hurt
in that conference. Is she?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Then yes.
30 wins. I think they do too.
And I think they go to the 6th WNBA Finals in 7 years, if I'm right.
Yeah.
And win the 4th.
It's been 5 out of 6. I think.
Yeah. 5 out of 6 it has. And they've won 3.
Right.
Yep. And I just realized last year, Lindsay, our guest previously, took the shot from half court basically to try to win it at the buzzer in Game 5.
Oh, yeah. You should have asked her about that.
I forgot. It just dawned on me.
You idiot.
She inbounded to Rebecca, and Rebecca gave it back to her, and she dribbles up and throws it up. Yeah.
They got screwed, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
Absolutely.
Let's skip the one. We already talked about my ACGC alumni.
No, let's talk about it again.
What do you want to say about it?
Real quick, can you tell us your stats?
0 for 3, gunned a guy down at the plate. I struck out once in my last at bat, but I had 5 beers at that time.
I saw the I saw the video from your one at bat.
Yeah.
Your stance is horrible. You have no prayer. You stand way too upright.
Okay, let's flip you around batting lefty in a baseball game for the first time in your life when you're a right-hand hitter and hit 80 miles per hour.
I'm a switch hitter.
Let's do a batting cage challenge.
All right, I'm a switch hitter though. That's not fair.
I am too. We'll start it off at 75 miles per hour. And whoever can't hit it at a certain speed loses.
Okay.
All right.
You're going to get murdered.
And then you got to put something in your hair.
Okay.
That's how that works.
Absolutely. Batting cage challenge. Let's do it.
I'm all about that.
Let's do it. And I'm already talking to our boy, Big Steve, about putting together a combine-like thing for us.
Yeah, and I will wax you
down.
like nostalgia.
Man, you're trying to invite people to play poker at your place. Has that worked out for you?
I haven't got a game going yet. Nobody can commit. It's $20 a game. I'm just trying to win some money.
I don't know how to play.
You don't know how to play poker?
No.
Well, okay. You're not invited then.
Well, Uninvite me.
I will uninvite you.
No, I'll just decline your invite.
Yeah. You don't know. Hey, you ever collect baseball cards when you were growing up?
I did, man. I got
Who was your guy?
Thousands and thousands.
Who was your guy that you collected? Like the one player that you were just like, I collect this guy.
I had 3, and I have all of their rookie cards, and I have 100. So I have Roger Clemens.
Okay.
Andre Dawson.
Yeah.
And Tim Raines.
Nice.
Those were my 3 growing up. My 3 heroes in baseball.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
and
3.
And I actually played against Tim Raines, all of his brothers.
Yeah. Okay.
They all look and play like him. But
I bet.
I'm not kidding. He's got about 9 brothers down in Apopka in that area in Florida. Mm-hmm. And they all look and they're built and they're fast and they hit. But the rest of them didn't play pro ball. They just played summer league ball all year round. And
that's fun, man.
They were beasts.
The 3 guys I collected most, you'll actually get a kick out of this too. My number 1 was Ken Griffey Jr. Loved him, right?
Yep.
Started out as Frank Thomas, and I was like, I'm going to Griffey. Number 2 was Mark McGwire. I jumped on that bandwagon hardcore in the mid to late 90s. Yeah, hardcore. And number 3, Greg Maddux.
Really?
I've probably got like 70 Greg Madduxes.
So you're a little bit younger than me. So that's why you're probably in the Maddux, McGwire, that Griffey era.
The mid to late 90s were my heyday.
Yeah. So the end of my baseball card collection is when Griffey really
burst on the scene.
Yeah. But because I do it, and you know how I am, Frank Thomas is from Georgia. Let's get it, baby.
Yeah. And now he's doing boner commercials, isn't he?
Who would you rather see approaching you with gloves on?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson or O.J. Simpson?
Honestly, let's bring on Iron Mike.
Yeah.
I'm scared of O.J. O.J.'s crazy, dude. How about you? Who would you rather have?
Mike, just punch me in the face and get it over with.
Yeah, get it over with.
Yeah,
that might kill you, though.
Good,
dude. Hey, by the way, he
would the other one.
He said Floyd's gonna kill McGregor.
He is.
26.
You already know he is.
Wiggins for Kyrie. Assuming the Wolves and Cavs can make that work with other pieces and prices and whatnot, would you do that? Would you straight up Wiggins for Kyrie?
Already said it. Now a lot of things in
Kyrie's
play.
25, Wiggins is 22.
Listen, I already talked about it. We talked many, many times about when Jimmy Butler, you got all these pieces of the puzzle, you got all these good and great players, but you got elite players.
Right.
Kyrie is elite.
That's true.
You put 3 elite pieces on one team, say what you want. I love Wiggins.
Dude.
Wiggins is a baller, but he ain't Kyrie.
No. That's
Kyrie is elite.
Think about this. The Wolves, if they were to somehow end up facilitating a move that brought Kyrie Irving here, would go from basically the worst finisher at the rim in terms of point guards in the NBA to the best, Rubio to Kyrie. How'd that be for a freaking 360?
Crazy.
Wow.
Listen.
Unbelievable.
Mike Prefer, special teams coach for the Minnesota Vikings, is practically begging Mike Zimmer to let Dalvin Cook return kicks.
I saw that.
What do you think?
So stupid.
Why?
Are you an idiot?
They do it in college, man.
Let's take a guy who we want to have touched the football 300-400 times over the course of a season, right? Who's a dual threat, can play all 3 downs. Unless you plan on long-term playing Cook and Latavius Murray and McKinnon where you're just putting them out there in random situations and you don't have a feature back, okay, sure, I can see it. You want to get him on the field 1 extra play.
What percentage of kickoffs are returned every game?
About 5, 10.
So you give him 1 extra touch, 2 max.
Yeah, but that's one of the most injury-prone positions in the NFL. Remember Percy Harvin?
You say that.
You got to know how to take a hit because Percy Harvin absolutely murdered himself every time he got the ball.
You say that, but name the last time a kick returner got injured.
Cordero Patterson.
The kick returners aren't the guys getting injured. It's the guys running headfirst into the wall.
Or into each other.
Yeah,
like
not
it's
the returner.
War.
The returner is not getting hammered like that.
There's some nasty, nasty hits, though. You're going full speed. That's like breaking a run to the outside going full speed and then having 6-7 guys coming at you full speed.
Let me tell you.
I don't like that. Not for Dalvin Cook. Not the future.
They put Todd Gurley in the end zone when he came back from his suspension for signing those cards against Auburn.
I watched at your house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he returned it 100.
You drank a lot of whiskey that day.
And he returned it 103 yards.
Yeah, I remember.
It was a holding call.
Yeah.
Called it back. Yeah. But it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. I mean, it'd be I'll never forget Randy Moss's punt return touchdown against the Chiefs on Monday night. I'll never forget the Vikings putting Adrian back there during his first year. I mean, that was fun. It was really fun. No doubt about it. But thanks. Dalvin Cook didn't return kicks last year at Florida State. I don't want to see it in the NFL.
Don't put Adrian back there, man. He's liable to fumble at every other play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Woo.
that's a wrap. All right. So we're
was
going to
it.
check out of here.
Yep.
We're going to get in a car tomorrow, Tuesday. We're going to go to St. Paul. We're both going to get badass haircuts from who?
My man, Ant Chapman, Details Barber Lounge, 1171 South 7th Street, St. Paul.
That's where Stephon Diggs get his haircut.
That's where Stephon Diggs.
What other celebs besides me get my haircut there?
Derek Williams before the dreads.
Oh, yeah.
So this is what I always
Talk
tell him.
about that.
I say, Derek Williams, I say, Ant, you so good at what you do that you used to cut Derek Williams' hair. He played for the Timberwolves. He leaves, and he just lets the dreads grow.
Can he make my face look less fat?
If he slips with the razor, yes.
Dang.
Yeah. So, man, we got, listen, 100 Podcast is back with a vengeance, baby.
Yeah.
We got a big week. We got today's show. We had Lindsay Whalen. She's a boss.
Yeah,
They're going to put a statue up because of us. We actually gave her a new nickname called Lindsay Whalen. Right? On accident.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, haircuts. So that Wednesday, when we head down to Mankato to the Vikings training camp, we're going to look awesome.
Oh, we're going to look good. I'm going to have 100 shaved in my head, and people aren't going to respect me. But that's fine.
And we're not going to have
Because guess what? Leanne Chin's still open, and they'll take my money.
They sure will.
Yeah. Delvin Cook, man, we're going to try and get you. Delvin, I know you subscribe. I know you want to rate and review us. Go on to iTunes.
Yeah,
Look
man.
for the 100
Listen,
Podcast.
man, all you got to do is go to iTunes and search 100, O-N-E, Hunnit, Hunnit. Search 100.
Hunnit.
And you'll find us.
Hunnit.
It's easy.
Get your Hunnit on.
100. Matter of fact, if you just Google 100 Podcast,
Yeah, you'll find it.
everything. You click the first link, click the second link, you're going to find us.
And if you want to find us on social media, just search 100 Podcast.
Right.
Or type in at 100 Podcast.
Right.
We made that real simple for you.
We made it simple. We made it so people like Joe, who doesn't have an IQ of 100.
You know what I forgot to call you this show?
What's that?
The Georgia Preach.
Oh, man.
Dude, the Georgia Preach. That's a great nickname.
Yeah, man. Joe and the Georgia Preach.
Yeah, man. My name goes first because I'm sexier.
Is that right?
Yeah. All right, man.
I
gotta go.
thought we went descending by weight.
I gotta go change my underwear. It's too hot in here.
It is hot. All right, man. As usual. Now and in the future. I was great. You was all right.